Alright, what is going on, my dudes? Quick little rank up video for you guys today. A bit of a fun one. As you can see, this is the top of my Cosmic roster. I have 12 rank 3s. Angela's actually rank 2. Hyperion is actually rank 3. So I have this sorted by PI, not by rank currently. But as you can see, pretty much all the best Cosmic champions, right? We got up at rank 3 already. Today we're going to take another one up to rank 3. And yes, you may have guessed it if you saw my Gauntlet Rewards opening. We are taking Medusa all the way up today. I was so excited when I pulled this champ. I couldn't even believe it when she popped out of that Nexus crystal. I was so shocked during the stream of the Gauntlet. I was like, people were asking me like in the chat, they're like, hey, who do you want from the Nexus? And I was like, throwing out a couple names, like, I don't know. I don't have Terax. OG Thor would be cool. For some reason, the Cosmic class is the largest, I believe, but for some reason, I'm missing a bunch of Cosmic champions. So I was listing up a bunch of Cosmic champions. I was like, who I'd really like is Medusa. Like, that'd be really, really cool. So I happened to pull Medusa from that exact Nexus crystal after that stream, which was absolutely crazy, man. It was pretty much fate at this point, right? We had to take. So very soon after we pulled her, like a day after, this happened like a day after I did Gauntlet, man, I went in and I said, you know what, dude? Rank 3. From rank 1, level 1, all the way to rank 3, level 45. Let's freaking do it, baby. Medusa, come on. Come on, baby. Level 45. Look at that with that beautiful turquoise background. Now, one thing about Medusa. She's okay on Awakened. But she really wants to be awakened. So I'm going to toss one of these generic awakening gems into her as well. So we now have a rank 3 Sig 1 Medusa. And I'm very excited about it, man, because she absolutely slaps, dude. She scales so nicely. Even just at Sig 1, that's all she needs. And she scales so nicely as a 6-star. Now, with a little background shift. So, the thing about her is that Sig 1 and done, you're good to go. Medusa gains a Fury buff every 3 seconds, up to 3 stacks, each increasing attack by 563. That's done at Sig 1, that's all you need. Now, the second part of her ability, which is very nice, don't get me wrong, but not worth 199 Sig Stones. When struck twice, Medusa has a 28% chance to auto-block with her hair. It's a great Sig ability. It's, very defensive, but at the same time, it could totally save you too, So, I'm going to show you some gameplay today, just a few things, just like some Winter Soldier, maybe a little bit of Labyrinth as well, just to show you how hard she can slap, man. She can slap pretty hard. So, the team we're using here is, of course, the Inhuman Royal Trinity. We have Medusa, Karnak, and Black Bolt. Now, I would like to get these two champions ranked up eventually, but they're not on my short list at the moment. Then we have Angela and also Mr. Fantastic. Now, there are a few different other champions that you can use here. You could potentially use Captain America Infinity War. You could potentially use Ronin as well. Ronin synergizes with Black Bolt. So yeah, those are mostly like, buff extending synergies, which is essentially what Mr. Fantastic and Angela is doing as well. Every time you hit the defender, it's going to pause the buffs for like 0.2 seconds or whatever. The important synergies here are Black Bolt and Karnak. Karnak is going to allow Medusa to do a heavy attack and put a permanent armor break on the opponent. And Black Bolt is going to increase your Fury buffs from 3 to 6. Really solid synergy. And most importantly, the three of them together, they're going to get plus, I think, 25% attack rating if they're all on the team together. So that's why it's called the Inhuman Trinity, right? So we're going to go in here. Of course, you can also bring in Odin as well. I'm sure somebody's going to comment that, but you'll see. We're not even going to really need it because the damage is so good on its own. So what I'm going to do here right away, I'm going to stack up a couple of our permanent armor breaks with the heavy attack, because what I want to do is, when I'm doing like a fight of like 500,000 health, like Winter Soldier, it's a perfect health pool for her as a 6-star to take on. Because what I want to do here is I want to double up on my armor shatters, okay? And I'll show you. Once we get up to our special 3, I'm not gonna trigger. Yeah, what happens when you put your 6th armor break? You put an armor shatter on the defender. But we're not going to do that yet, okay? We're gonna wait out a second. We're gonna wait it out, okay? We probably shouldn't have done like all the heavy attacks at once in the beginning, because then we have to use the light attacks and everything. But here we are, okay? We're at 3 bars of power. We're gonna let our Fury buffs go up a little bit. Now, medium, right into special 3. Keep in mind, man, Winter Soldier is already down to 66% health, and we've only been like kind of messing around, throwing light attacks, not even playing optimally. Now, we are going to have 6 Fury buffs, 2 Armor Shatters, and we are going to be hitting 12k light attacks. We are going to be putting on those bleeds every time we crit with a light attack, which is great, and the potency of the bleeds going to be increased if we have Furies on activation. Look at this, man. Look at the damage when we crit. 18k mediums with just 4 Furies. We're going to go for a special 2 now, and that's pretty much going to be it, man. Lots of big yellow numbers, lots of small red numbers floating around. Finish off with a 19k medium attack. Absolutely solid, dude. Absolutely solid. So yeah, Medusa can absolutely dish out some mega damage, dude, if she wants to. Now keep in mind, man, if you want to use her for stuff like Battlegrounds or like Alliance War, you don't have to go for special 3. You go for just special 1, get the Armor Shatter up. You're going to be doing a lot of damage, man, even without synergies. Like, it's going to be like that was 550,000 health just like drained like it was nothing, you know? So really good stuff. I think she's going to be very solid, a quick nuke in Battleground. She's definitely going to be good for Alliance War, especially in for like Conduit and the hashtag sick and tired attack tactics. She's an attack tactic attacker. She's going to have all those debuffs. It's going to be really great. So yeah, I might use her in the future for War. Who knows? We'll have to see. We're taking a relaxed season this season though, so maybe in the second part of Conduit. But anyway, got a little bit of Labyrinth gameplay here too. This is a long fight. I'm not going to show you the whole thing, but you know, using the Inhumans for the Karina's challenge, the Labyrinth run, I really enjoyed using Medusa in here. And I was like, you know, it reminded me of like Medusa was one of my first 5 stars and one of the champions that I used, like, you know, doing like literally like Act 5 and like Act 6.1. I used unduped Medusa. In fact, there was a lane in 6.1 where my roster was super duper small at the time, and I did not have an option for Caustic Tempter for a 5 or a 6 star. I just didn't have an option for it. I actually had an unduped Black Bolt, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't gain Fury buffs unless he's duped, right? Yeah, so even he wasn't an option. But I had an unduped Medusa for such a very long time, and I had a Cosmic Gem, and I put the Cosmic Gem into Medusa so that I can do the Caustic Temper lane in 6.1. And after that, I was like, man, I really like this champion. Eventually, I took her to rank 5, dude, and she's just such an absolute powerhouse. So here, I'm doing the same thing I was doing against Winter Soldier, even though at the end of the day, it was kind of unnecessary to do so, because you're not going to be able to keep up both Armor Shatters for like a super duper long time, because especially with the 6-star rank 3 with the combat power rate, you're not going to be able to continually refresh that, right? That first one. So here I'm baiting out a special attack and going medium, heavy attack, bam, special 2, special 3, okay? So now we're going to go ahead and refresh this. We're going to put another one on, and now we're going to start stacking up some bleeds against Star-Lord here. And this is why Medusa's so good for the Karina's challenge, right? Look at that, 23k. Dude, 23k mediums right there with 6 Furies, both Armor Shatters, and the Odin Aptitude, man. That is just great. That is just absolutely phenomenal. It's just beautiful, guys. So yeah, so now, like I said, okay, what you're going to be able to do here is stack up 30 of those bleeds, and they're going to be increased potency depending on the amount of Furies that you have at the time that they're placed, okay? So what you want to do is make sure you get back to the special 3 before the Armor Shatter goes away. That way you can refresh the Armor Shatter, and that way you can refresh your bleeds or keep your bleeds going, okay? So we're going to skip the special 3 here, and as you can see, it's not so much that it refreshes the Armor Shatter, I guess it puts another one on, and it just keeps it rolling that way. I guess that's essentially what happens, right? But yeah, as you can see, through one cycle here, Star-Lord's down to 75% of health, and keep in mind this guy's got 3.3 million health. Let's skip towards the end here, because it's long, right? But look, when you got 30 bleeds up, oh man, 24k light medium attacks, 15k light attacks with the 6 Furies, we got the 30 bleeds going, and we're gonna finish it off with a nice sweet special 2. I lost a bunch of health here. I definitely ate 9 hits, as you could see, but yeah, man, super duper solid. I just went in first attempt, didn't feel like getting the cleanest Labyrinth fight, but yeah, man, really solid stuff. She is super duper smooth in Labyrinth, man, and that's one place I've always really enjoyed using her. So you know, I'm not gonna go through Labyrinth again unless there's like another Karina's challenge where I have to use a 6-star Medusa, which I highly doubt there's ever going to be. But dude, I'm super happy to have Medusa up at rank 3. I think that she fits really well with the rest of my rank 3 and 4 cosmic champions. Really awesome cosmic champions here, man. There's definitely a few others I have my eye on I would like to rank up in the future, but Medusa just jumped the line, man. She completely jumped the line. I did rank up Hulkling, by the way. I never made a video about that or anything, but he's awesome. I'll probably make a video on him eventually, but there's definitely some really cool Hulkling content out there. But yeah, this is about Medusa. This is about Medusa, and I'm super duper happy to have her, man. She's sweet. She's super duper sweet, man. Were there other better champions I could have used a generic gem into? Yeah, probably, man. But you know what? Sometimes you gotta follow your heart, man. And my heart was just yelling Medusa. Alright, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, drop your boy a big ol' like. Let me know what you think about generic gem into Medusa from rank 1 to rank 3 in the comment section below. And make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any future Medusa content coming to you. Maybe soon. Maybe never. I'm making no promises about this one. I'll be seeing you around, man.